Hi everyone, hope you guys are doing great. So in our previous videos, we have created an Angular app as well as a .NET Core API, and we have integrated backend API in our Angular app, as well as we have integrated uh, I would say, LLM API, that is Google Gemini, and then we have created the post using the HTTP post. So today I'm going to do a bit different in terms of like development. We will not be doing any Angular or .NET development. We'll be discussing PyTest, a testing framework to test our application using PyCharm, a new ID, and we will be using Selenium APIs as well. So without further ado, let's move forward. Okay, so before going to the actual ID, I'll give you a quick overview what PyTest itself is. So basically, PyTest is a framework that make it easy to write small readable test. So basically, it makes our functional testing for application, especially web application, very easy. So that's one thing we are going to use. The second thing, we are going to use the PyCharm ID. It is going to be a free community edition that we are going to use, and you can download it. There is a paid version as well, but this suffice for our need. So we'll be using the community free community edition. So okay, so let's proceed with the PyCharm. So I'm going to open the PyCharm because I have already installed it. You can see I do have the community version. So let me just create a new, and as our application is named Skill Showcase, so I'm going to call it Skill Showcase Automation. So this way, let's just create. So it's taking a while. Okay, so who are watching this for the first time and are not very familiar with Python, because PyTest, as you might have inferred from the name, it's a Python based library. So I can quickly show you. Basically, this def means the like a sort of function, and this is the name of the function, this is the parameter, and this colon basically denotes somewhat similar thing which we in C# use a curly braces. So this is required for the function, or you can say a function, and this is the print statement. Let's just quickly see how it works. I'm going to press this. You can use Control F5 as well. And over here you can see hi PyCharm. This have been like printed. So that was just a quick overview how this ID is working. But as we need to like proceed further, so let me just add a new file. The file that we are going to name should have a prefix test underscore. This is a sort of a requirement or a standard to use any sort of test, and we will be using skill showcase.py. So this is our test file. Okay, as we need to like use like three or two libraries, especially one is Pytest and one is Selenium. So let me just quickly show you one way, which this is just to showcase you in our project. We go to settings in our project. There is a Python interpreter, and we can add or search from over here, and then we can like add those libraries within our project. But I'm not going to use that. I'm going to use a command based step like pip install pytest, then it's pytest dash selenium, and then selenium. So think of pip as a some alternate to npm, which is for like node js applications, or especially like angular. In angular we use npm install, but over here we are going to use pip. This is for python. So let's just install. This will take a while. Okay, so the library have been installed. So let's just try to import our library. So this is going to be pytest. One thing is pytest. And then we need, like from Selenium, we need to import WebDriver. Okay, this import is somewhat similar we have seen in our like .NET based applications, but we haven't used this from. So you can the difference is between this is that when we are importing the Pytest, we are like importing the whole, I would say, library or the class. Everything which is inside the Pytest is being imported. But over here, the for WebDriver, basically Selenium is the library, and you can think of WebDriver as a specific class. So we are only like importing a specific class instead of importing the whole things within the Selenium. So having said that, let's just move forward. We need some further webdriver.common.by, and this by, the reason to you import this is when we are going to interact with our application, the web-based application, we need to interact with different elements using their name or ID. So by is used for that. And we need to import one more thing, webdriver.common.keys, and we need to call this keys. For these keys are that when we are going to send a specific data, like we need to enter text within an input box, so or text area, we'll be using these keys, and also using these keys we'll be sending the any enter key using these keys. So you will get to know how it works. Okay, now we need to use a Pytest fixture. I'll be quickly showcasing you what a Pytest fixture is. Let me just Okay, so you can think of a fixture as an initialization class or a shared class. For example, we need to open a browser, a driver for a browser. So let me just call this driver is equals to webdriver.chrome. So, and then we need to yield that driver, and then this driver is going to be one thing I've done wrong. This is supposed to be colon, and then driver.quit. So for every test that we are going to write, this browser can be passed to that specific function, and it will be using this browser to open the Chrome window, and then it will wait till the test have been executed, and then it will be quitting the Chrome browser. So this is a very brief definition of that. Now just write the new test function. So test, we are going to call it a skill showcase test, and we are going to pass browser in it, and within that browser we will try to get hold of our application's URL. If you can recall, the application URL was of localhost colon 4200. So let me just open that application. Okay, so we have our app running. So if you can recall, this was the thing which create post which we have created in our last video. So, so what we are trying to do, we will try to automate this in a sense, our automation script will write text over here, then it will rewrite it with an AI, and that it is going to create a post, so you can see how it's going to work. So to make it working, we need to define, if I can quickly show you for this specific input, there is no ID or name being attached to it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use or add a name to this. So let me just go to this text area, and let me just give a name to this one, and let's this name be input post. And because we need to interact with the buttons as well, so for this rewrite with AI, I'm going to name this like button AI, and this I'm going to name this as button like create post. Okay, so we have saved that, and I can quickly show you, like, if we can see the names over here. So you can see the name input post is here. So let me just quickly go to our script. Okay, so within our post script, we need to add further. So this is going to like open the browser, and we need to get hold of the text box. So basically, I will call that input box, and for this, we are going to send like find element, and this time by name. So if you can recall that we have added the name, and the name was, if I can quickly go and grab the name for that. So that was this name, and as we got that input box, so we are going to send keys. Within this, we are going to like write a post about Pytest in 20 words. Okay, so this is the text. The second thing we need to get hold of is the button, because we need to write it with the AI. So let me just keep it that. And then I need to find that element by name again. And this time, this is going to be button AI. And what I'll be doing, I'll be sending like keys dot return. So sort of I'm clicking enter on that button. And the third button that I need is going to be create. So create button that we are in the browser that find element by name name, and this button is going to be this. And let me just copy that and send keys. And what I'm going to send over here is again the keys dot return. One more thing we are going to do, like we are going to add a sleep. The reason for this sleep is that once we'll be clicking that AI button, it will take some time to provide us the like post that have been like created using the AI, and then we will be saving the post. And let me just give the sleep over here so we can see the results in our app. So this being done, let me just see if I have my like API running. So seems like it's running. So let's just try it. Okay, so it just asks for the Python, and Python, the 20 words Python post have been written, and now it's going to click and create the post. So let me just scroll, and you can see over here the post have been like created. So this way we have automated our thing, and this will be closing in a while because there is a 10-second sleep we have run, and our like script is going to get executed. So you can see it's executed. So hopefully you have learned something good over here. So do let me know in the comments how do you feel that does this add some value to what you are looking for, and if there is something that needs to be added, feel free to leave it in within the comments. make sure to subscribe and like the video so I can keep creating somewhat similar videos. But your input is very valuable, like what sort of things you want or what sort of things you need to get yourself equipped with some new things. So thank you for your time. Take care. Bye.